grinding every day. Long hours, no backup, no accountability. That ends now. The Empower Solopreneur Mastermind gives you one simple advantage: a weekly power session that turns isolation into domination. Every Friday morning on Zoom, you'll get real coaching and real feedback to make real moves. Join a group of driven professionals in a program designed for solopreneurs and people working at home. Stop getting stuck. Start scaling. Seats are limited. Lock in yours today at modernobserver.com/empower-mastermind.
A warning to Iran, drug prices to drop, interest rates hold steady, and more. Welcome to the Raw Naked Truth. I'm your host, Eric Lopkin, and here's the news you need to know. President Trump warned Iran that its time is running out for a nuclear deal. Escalating tensions, the president said on Truth Social yesterday that a massive armada was headed towards Iran and urged the country to make a deal to avert U.S. military action. Like with Venezuela, it is ready, willing, and able to rapidly fulfill its mission with speed and violence if necessary, Trump wrote. Referencing the U.S.-led operation that targeted Iran's nuclear sites in June, Trump continued, "The next attack will be far worse." Iran's foreign minister responded that its military was ready with their fingers on the trigger, according to the BBC. President Trump unveiled Trump Accounts on Wednesday, a program that will deposit $1,000 into government-funded investment accounts for American children born between January 1st, 2025 and December 31st, 2028, with funds available beginning at age 18 for education, housing, or starting a business. The accounts will be stock market linked, with families, employers, churches, and states able to contribute up to $5,000 annually in pre-tax dollars. Trump said modest contributions could grow the account to $50,000 or more by age 18. Billionaires Michael and Susan Dell pledged $6.25 billion to provide an additional $250 to 25 million children under 10 in lower-income zip codes, while rapper Nicki Minaj announced she would contribute $150,000 to $300,000 for her fans' accounts. Alex Preddy, the 37-year-old nurse fatally shot by a federal immigration officer in Minneapolis on Saturday, confronted federal agents less than 2 weeks before his death, newly published video footage shows. The January 13th video showed Preddy shouting and spitting at federal agents before kicking and breaking the taillight of a federal SUV. As he shouts "F you" repeatedly and flashes double middle fingers, agents exit the vehicle, approach him, and take him to the ground. CNN reported that Preddy's family confirmed to the outlet that he is the man in the video. The Border Patrol agents who arrested and allegedly shot Alex Preddy in Minneapolis this weekend have been placed on administrative leave. Drugs that treat type 2 diabetes, HIV, and arthritis are among 15 new medications chosen for a Medicare drug price negotiation program that allows the federal government to haggle directly with drug manufacturers, the Trump administration said Tuesday. The drugs selected include some of the medications on which Medicare spends the most money. That means the deals negotiated this year have the potential to deliver significant savings to taxpayers when they go into effect in 2028. For too long, seniors and taxpayers have paid the price for skyrocketing prescription drug costs, Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services Administrator Dr. Mehmet Oz said in a statement Tuesday. Under President Trump's leadership, CMS is taking strong action to target the most expensive drugs in Medicare, negotiate fair prices, and make sure the system works for patients, not special interests. The U.S. experienced its slowest population growth since 2021, increasing by just 0.5% between July 2024 and July 2025 due to a decline in net international migration that dropped from 2.7 million to 1.3 million people, according to just released census estimates. Within the U.S., some states lost population and some gained. South Carolina led the nation with the fastest growth rate at 1.46%, followed by Idaho, North Carolina, Texas, and Utah, while Texas gained the most residents in raw numbers with over 391,000 new people. 5 states saw their populations decline, with Vermont dropping the fastest at 0.29%, followed by Hawaii, West Virginia, New Mexico, and California, though California's decline of 9,000 people was the largest drop of any state in absolute numbers. Since 2020, Texas has added nearly 2.5 million residents, while California has lost more than 170,000, with experts attributing the shifts to cost of living, job opportunities, and changing immigration patterns. The Federal Reserve on Wednesday announced it will leave interest rates unchanged, breaking a streak of 3 straight rate cuts amid uncertainty over the labor market and inflation. Fed policymakers voted to leave the benchmark federal funds rate unchanged at its current range of 3.5% to 3.75%. The move follows 3 successive 25 basis point rate cuts in September, October, and December to close out last year. Economic data showing a slowdown in the labor market, along with inflation continuing to run hotter than the Fed's 2% target, prompted policymakers to put rate cuts on pause after they were deeply divided over the decision to cut in December. That's the Raw Naked Truth for January 29th, 2026. You can catch every episode of the Raw Naked Truth Daily News Brief, as well as our sister podcast, Carnivore Radio, with news analysis and commentary, and the rest of the Xvadio Podcast Network at xvadio.com, the Apple Podcast app, YouTube, Rumble, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Audible, Amazon Music, and other platforms that respect freedom of speech. We'll see you next time.